Hi guys, this is DesktopTechPros, and in this tutorial I will be showing you how to install a virtual machine. Now I'm going to be using a software package called VirtualBox. I'll be using it to install my virtual machine. You can download it from this site on the download page. Anyway, once you've downloaded and installed it, go onto your VirtualBox and click New. Click Next. This is where you're going to name your virtual machine. So I'm going to call mine Linux Mint 12 because that's the name of the operating system I'll be installing. I recommend that you name it what your operating system you're going to install is, but you can call it whatever you like, it doesn't matter. Now this is the OS type bit. You've got to specify what operating system you're going to be installing. If it's not on the list, click Other. However, because I'm using Linux, I'm going to click Linux. My version, Mint isn't on this list, so I'm going to click Other Linux. However, if you've got Ubuntu or something, click on there. This is where you're going to specify how much RAM your virtual machine is going to be allocated. I've got 8 gig of RAM, but I'm going to only allocate about 2 gig, as it is recommended that Linux needs 1, but up it a bit. Now this is the part where you make your virtual hard disk. You can leave this how it is, which is recommended, or you can do whatever. Leave that as recommended, or it's just a type of virtual disk, but leave it how it is, I recommend. Dynamically allocated means that it will only take up how much memory it is using, but it will go up to the maximum. Fixed size means that it will look like it's taken up the maximum, but it hasn't. So I'm going to leave it as dynamically allocated. Now this is how big you want the maximum memory your guest OS is going to use. I'm going to give mine 10 gig. 8 gig is the minimum recommended by VirtualBox, but I'm going to give it 10. Create. Right, now your virtual machine is made, start it up. It's like starting up a new computer that hasn't got an operating system on it. This is where you're going to select where you are going to get your bootable media from. So I'm going to do the host drive D, my DVD drive, because I've got Linux on a DVD. But if you've got an ISO file or something like that on your computer, then you can select that. Such as if you've got Linux on your desktop, then select it off the desktop. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and click Next. Doesn't seem to be working. There we go, start. And now it's just like installing Linux as your primary operating system on your computer. So go ahead and install your operating system, and it should be done. And that's how to install a virtual machine. Thank you, Desktop Tech Pros.